back, and today we are going to be using a fun little Sketchbook React, and we have my eighth sketchbook. As you can see here, it is a 10 watercolor XL. Um, we started this in the 2019. Also, it looks like that I accidentally put four because your girl also I think oh my god, I can find that pen again. That's extraordinary and I love it. Anyway, so yes, here's me testing the shine. I mean, look at that. So starting off, we have um G-Dragon from the famous boy band group Big Bang. If you don't know the scene, this is from Fantastic Baby. And not good. There's so much that could be different about it. I'm so sorry. I promise my art. Um, we can see that this is marked the 15th of August. Going on to the second piece, which, hey, with me, nothing's ever done. This was supposed to be the Love Yourself era. So, yeah, so here's that. We only have Namjoon done. Now we are going on to a drawing Shiny Junghyun. I am so sorry, Junghyun. I think he's so dirty. Look at his nose shading. It is so bad. And the hair is so blocky. I mean, the chin is bad, but like, I just can't stop staring at the word features, which is his hair. This was one, yes, I am missing. Um, but you can see, I left the left which is the noses. I ran off for a second because I want to show some progress. Anyway, this is a drawing of One Direction's Liam Payne. As you can tell, it is so much better than these two. So just look at the comparison for a minute. Now, granted, it still doesn't look like Liam Payne in my heart, but we're not going to talk about that. Anyway, going on to the next one. Oh my goodness, my throat has been so dry with the season these days. But going on to the next one, we have just some cute little sketches. I really like this girl. She is nice. Her this was what was originally supposed to be on here. We're going to ignore this one. There's a reason why this one is not on the front. It doesn't deserve to be. I don't know what I was thinking, what I was doing, but these two sketches right here are a vibe, especially this girl. She's really cute. Here was me trying to do some watercolor. Hey, look, there's no date on the back, so we're just going to ignore it. The next one is we have an unfinished scene of the Johnny and Mark scene in Superhuman. I'm kind of glad I didn't finish it because I'm so sorry, Mark and Johnny, but it would have been a perfection if I would have finished it. If anyone knows that scene, you know what I'm talking about. You know. Is there a date? Probably not because I didn't finish it. Now for the next one, we have this girl that the color is so bad. The sketch was perfect, but like, what is that color? Like, what is that skin tone? I had a perfect sketch in for what? I had a perfect sketch in for what? Anyway, this was in 2019 in January. I really wish I would have somehow fixed this. There was probably a way to, and my Elizabeth just didn't want to. Anyway, the next one is we have this little mountain scene with oil pastel. It's very basic, but it is one of my favorite drawings, I'd like to say, in this sketchbook. This is kind of what helped me started getting into more of like a oil pastel, because oil pastels are top amazingness. This was the 9th of March in 2019. Now we have what were supposed to be some dogs. They are supposed to be in my portfolio that I took with me to try to apply to art school. I don't know what I was thinking because none of these look like dogs. Maybe that one. Maybe that one slightly. This one, iffy. This one, definitely not. Anyway, 2019, yeah, that makes sense. We are still progressing in 2019. That's why I remember the year is 2025 now. Anyway, we have this mermaid girl, with these blobfish. Fish, if you know, you know, but this is definitely not one of my good sketches. I am not a fan of this at all. There was so much differently I could have done. I think this also was supposed to go into my portfolio, and I'm so glad it did not. Here's another one that was supposed to go in my portfolio, which was of a girl just waving. I don't know where to begin. It is all bad. I don't know what I was honestly thinking. The pants do not fit. The overall, the proportions aren't right. That's the only way to say this properly. The proportions of this girl do not fit. And it's just not a vibe. I'm glad I never went. Anyway, here is my next one, which this is one of my favorite people's sketches in the sketchbook. I love this girl so much. She will probably end up being the sketchbook's mascot. She probably won't because it is me and I never listen to my own advice. But this would be one that I would definitely have to redraw because she is just, it's perfect. I love the hairless feature. I think it's just perfect. I just wish I would have done some things a little differently. Mostly it falls always on my line art ability. But this was finished in 2020 and I started it in 2019, so it took me a year to finish, because procrastination is amazing. Anyway, we got this little character in the bottom, which is adorable. I really love that little character. Not a fan of that, but I like the mask, and I really like this character also up in the corner. But personally, this one is one of my favorite. I don't know what's about them. I don't even know what their gender is supposed to be. I just know they're super cute. Anyway, this was done in February of 2020. Here's the next one, which was supposed to be a tree and a flower. The flower it's just not atomically correct unless we are making a really huge flower, which I don't think we are. But that's a vibe. I never really know what I'm doing some days. But this was made in 2018, so that makes sense. We have a bridge on fire, which represented how I was feeling in that era. Yeah. So this was done in 2018 when I was a little heartbroken. We're gonna not go over that. But now we have this cute little moon. It's really basic, but I love that. Where did those glittery pens go? Did I lose them? 2018. I think I lost those glittery pens. They were so shiny. That's kind of devastating, actually. Can't forget to put everything back. And because all the pages fell, you gotta make sure to clip it back on. There we go. Alright, so this was my Sketchbook React for number 8. This one was definitely better than some of the other ones that I had. However, it definitely still needed some work. But hey, you know, we're just vibing. But if you guys liked the video, don't forget to leave a like, comment down below what you guys think of these Sketchbook React videos. I'm having such a great time reacting to them. But I'll see you guys next time.